This is just a little update on my tool setup. I have a tool cart from Matco and the Snap-on 60-inch Epic. But for now, we're just going to go through the tool cart. I got this for a little extra space and I really like it. It's a special rat tank edition. So I'm going to show you what I keep in it and explain why I have it. Alright, starting in the back here, I have a set of Craftsman SAE impacts. I know you don't use them a lot, but there is a couple of occasions where I had needed them. So I just keep them up here so that I don't have to run back to my big box. Then I have a magnet, a flexi magnet. I have a Snap-on little inspection light. I have a 33mm half-inch drive Snap-on socket that we use for lug nuts on our bigger trucks here where I work. Then I have a 30mm short impact socket from Matco that I use for taking off brake calipers on same trucks. A set of stubby impact metric hex for getting into tight areas from, looks like PT tools. Then I have a set of Napa Carlisle Torx bits, a set of Snap-on regular length metric hex from, what size do they call it? I want to say it's 4mm up to 14. Then I have Snap-on from 10 in short and deep all the way up to 22. I also have 24, and then I fill in a couple of these other ones with like Cobalt and Carlisle, you know, don't use them a lot. Then I have my set of Snap-on impact swivels. These ones are metric. I have just a regular 3/8 swivel. And then I have a 12-point 3/8mm for doing dry shafts. Then I have a set of metric, just short impacts. These are 12-point. I want to say it goes from 7 to 19. Then I have some adapters right here, you know, 1/2 inch to 3/8. But I think this one's my favorite. It's a 1/2 inch to 3/8, but it's also a swivel. I got that from Matco, and the part number on this is CUP288C. Then I have just deep Snap-on impacts from 8 to 19 and a 21. Then I have in gray pneumatics from 7 to 19 with a 21 short. And then I just have some short sockets here. I gotta get a couple more. This is a complete set from 5 up to 15 short, semi-deep, and deep. These are all Snap-on. I got my Snap-on light right here. Hood prop tool to hold open the hood with the struts that leak. I have a Snap-on 24-inch long flex head ratchet. I got a Harbor Freight breaker bar in here. Cheap, works. Then I have a nut driver back here for hose clamps. Torque screwdrivers up to T30. I want to say it's 10 to T30 I have. Yep, 10 to T30. Then I have pry bars here from Matco. Then I have a Snap-on, the long flex head 3/8. Comes in handy. So, then over here I have just an assortment of Snap-on screwdrivers. I got my big flathead here. You know, some long ones, some in-between ones, some flat ones, and some Phillips. I have a flex head regular length Snap-on ratchet. Pretty nice one. I use this quite a bit. And I don't know if I mentioned it, my Snap-on light. Pretty good light for the money. I like it. Then in my drawer, starting in the back here, I have 1/2" extensions. Regular, just 1/2" to 1/2", and then behind there I have 1/2" to 3/8 extensions. Very useful. Over here I have my 1/4" extensions. I have a couple of ratchets, just a regular snap-on, the long flex head snap-on, and just a regular length snap-on flex head. A couple of miscellaneous sockets. I got 3/8 impact extensions and a couple of regular ones right here. Then I have a snap-on regular length comfort grip flex head. I have a straight one, snap-on also. This one is a Mac shorter flex head. And for the real tight areas, I have a 1/4" body with a 3/8 anvil flex head. Very useful ratchet. Comes in very handy. Then I have my 14.4 volt 3/8 battery impact, or cordless ratchet from Snap-on 2. Mini picks, mini screwdrivers, an extra one. This is the one that I use all the time, so I have an extra one in here in case I break it or can't find it. Then I have a tire valve tool from Snap-on. I have a 3/8 to 1/4" adapter. I use this on the ratchet because I don't have a 1/4" cordless ratchet yet. I got a mirror. I think that's it in this drawer. Then I have wrenches. I have straight 0-degree offset box wrenches from Snap-on. I believe this set goes from 10 to 19. A 21, 22 ratcheting wrench. 8 to 19 flex head ratcheting wrench. These are Matco. I got a set of gear wrench stubby ratcheting wrenches here. They come in handy every once in a while. Then I have from 8 up to 24. 8 to 19 is Snap-on, and these are just a bunch of random ones I got from different places. In this corner, I have a set of standard flex head ratcheting wrenches from Gear Wrench. It's like a 7 or 8 piece kit. And I just keep them in here, just like the sockets up there. I use them every once in a while. And if you run into something where somebody's like nut and bolted something together, it's mainly standard sizes they use, so just so I don't have to run back to that box all the time to get something. And then over here I just have a bunch of random different ratcheting wrenches, a couple of smaller wrenches I've used quite a bit. I think I got a 7 and a 6mm. Because I needed this for working on a BMW once. Because they don't like to put the hose clamps where you can get on them. They put them pointing towards the firewall. Which is very nice of them. Thank you, engineers. Good one. And I also got a little knife in the corner. And we go down to, I got radiator hose picks, the flat style, oil filter wrench, caliper hanging brackets, a caliper depression tool, hood clip tool, my impact screwdrivers, some random little pry bars. I got just random punches and chisels over here. And I got my 32, a 16th, and then I believe a 32 dead blow? Or is that 50? Nope. It is a, 48. But use these 3 hammers all the time working on stuff. And then I just have pliers. I have like the Snap-on crimpers, a couple pairs of different clip pliers, Nimpex cutters, my small set of Nimpex Cobras, my small set of Nimpex pliers wrenches. These are actually pretty decent because they go pretty big. I use these on hydraulic lines when I can't get a regular wrench in there. So, very handy. Well worth your money. Then I just got regular slip joint pliers, a pair of needle nose, a smaller pair of PWZ pliers. I have bigger pairs in my other box, but this is the one I keep in here. And then just your standard set of 2 pairs of vice grips, and then my big Cobras that I use. These aren't the biggest ones out there, but they do come in pretty handy in this size. I want to say they're either the 12 or the 16ths, but very handy, use them a lot. I think that does it for this drawer. Then down in here I have a Snap-on MG725, the new Milwaukee Fuel High Torque, which haven't used this one quite yet, but I have the older one, so I got the new one just so I had a second one to keep in the shop here, because my other cordless impact is never here when I need it. So I have a couple of Mac die grinders, a blowgun, a tire filler, got my air hammer with the assorted bits, a little Milwaukee Fuel 1/4 inch 12 volt impact drivers for taking apart dashboards or trim panels on vehicles and trucks. Very handy little tool. Right now I leave the 1/4 inch in there, and I kind of use it as a 1/4 inch impact if I need it. Then I just got a box full of like different attachments, you know, cut off disc, cookie wheels, bristle disc, like cookie wheels with sandpaper. This is a special lug nut tool for taking off aftermarket wheels. It's the only one I have, but I needed it for a trailer once, so I saved it so I had it. And I have a set of carbide burr bit set. As you can see, this set's been used a lot over the years. Very useful set. Well worth the money. So that drawer. Down here I just have a Power Probe 3 kit in there. Very useful tool. I got a regular test light. That's from Snap-on. I got an Irwin bit set. These are just 1/4 inch bits. I have a set of pliers for disconnecting exhaust pipe hangers, for doing hose clamps, the remote hose clamp pliers. I do a lot of work on GMs, so I do keep them here. And then I have a set of disconnects, just the ones I use a lot. And this kit right here is pretty cool. I got this from the Mac guy. And this is just a ratcheting kit with very short stubby bits in it, so you can get into a very low profile place and get something loose or out of there. It's just very short, you know, you can get it in somewheres. It's even shorter than my these short friggin' sockets right here. Let's see, there's a 10, and as you can see, try to get these things so that you can see just the bit by itself. And you've got to add a ratchet, so you're looking at, you know, it's still pretty, but these things get pretty shallow. I think I've used this kit once or twice on something, but it's very useful. And that's kind of it for this drawer, right? Yep. And then just in the bottom is just a bunch of random, you know,